Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So for this episode I kind of want to do things a little differently. I want to focus more on talking to the party members and completing some change report side quests, maybe trying to level up our characters a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab all these and we'll be on our way. I think we can actually complete one of these right here, right now.
And
Yeah, that one. It was that skin deep one, wasn't it? So, actually, I don't need to walk. We'll be on our way. First stop, party camp.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
What's on your mind? Actually, no. You were there. You saw what happened.
Yes, I know. I've had some time to think about it now.
You let Lady Isolde sacrifice herself! With blood magic! How could you do that?
You think I should have killed the little boy instead?
We could have gone to the Circle of Magi. We could have tried harder. We should have tried something that didn't involve blood magic. That's for sure. This is the Jarl's son we're talking about here. What do you think he'll say when we revive him?
Maybe you're right. I don't know.
I just don't know how you could do it, how you could make that decision. I owe the Jarl more than this.
I honestly did the best I could, Alistair.
You're right. Of course you're right. I'm such an ass. I should know better than to second guess you like this. Oh, why am I getting on your back about it? You did what you had to. It's just... all this death. Never mind. Let's just stop there before I do more than shove my foot in my mouth like an idiot.
Sorry, buddy. Is now a bad time to give you this present?
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in Redcliffe, in the study.
Oh, the Jarl's study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Your friend, of course I remembered.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
Yeah. So we're back where we started with him. I'm checking with Sten.
Yes.
Good old Stenny boy. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the answer?
Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer.
Don't you have to report back then?
Yes.
When are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Oh. Well, you can stay with us.
Thank you. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting.
I got you, buddy. Let's go.
As you wish.
Ooh, major approval buffs. BRB.
what do you wish of me? If you must.
Have you ever been hunted by the Chantry?
You are very cute to ask so many questions.
You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Of course I don't. 'Tis no matter. My mother has been hunted from time to time, yes, by Templar fools like Alistair, which should tell you how successful they generally were. Flemeth made a bit of a game of it, in fact. The Templars would come again, and she would look at me and smile and say that the fun was to begin once more.
You really had no trouble with them?
I am unsure. I was too young to understand, and perhaps 'twas bravado on Flemeth's part, or perhaps she was merely amused. I will never know. Flemeth would warn them, once. 'Twas a warning they inevitably failed to heed. And then the true game began. Often Flemeth would use me as bait. A little girl to scream and run and lure the Templars deeper into the wilds and to their doom.
Surely more would have followed.
Sometimes. Eventually. Thankfully, the wilds is a vast place. Once they found us, Flemeth would simply move us elsewhere, and we would be lost within the forest once again. I did not understand the danger we faced until I was much older. I had never heard of apostates or maleficarum.
They got what they deserved.
Perhaps they did. Still, I do not begrudge them doing what they believe is necessary. The Chantry sees any mages not leashed to the Circle of Magi as apostates, and apostates could become maleficarum, evil mages that resort to blood magic and become demon-enslaved abominations. It may even be true. Still, those of us who prefer freedom see no reason to submit.
I agree completely.
Oh, I hope you are not simply being agreeable. It would be a refreshing change. Enough of this talk. Let us return to the task at hand.
So we got +4 approval with Morrigan. Go check in with Liliana before we go.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
You were a traveling minstrel. Do you have any tales to share?
Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think.
Do you know any Ferelden legends?
I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago. It always chilled me to the bone. Maybe you have heard of Flemeth?
Yes, I've heard of Flemeth.
Ferelden mothers scare their daughters with talk of Flemeth. They say that if you're bad, Flemeth will spirit you away and bind you to her forever. They also say that Flemeth mourns her lost beauty and will steal yours through your looking glass if she catches you.
Tell me the whole story.
Flemeth's beauty was known throughout the land. She had hair like unto a moonless night, skin as pale as winter's first snow, and eyes as beautiful and perilous as the sea. When she came of age, she came to the attention of the Lord of Highever, Conobar, and he took her for his wife. Conobar soon learned that his young bride had the gift of magic. He kept this a secret, for he feared that she would be taken from him. Flemeth stayed with Conobar for some years, and with his blessing, she practiced her art. And then one day, a young poet named Osen came to the castle. Flemeth was captivated by Osen's voice, and he by her beauty, and they fell in love.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
Flemeth longed to be with her true love, and she and Osen fled from Conobar's lands, seeking refuge in the Kokari wilds with the Chasing tribes. They lived there happily for many a year, till the day Flemeth received news that Conobar was dying and longed to see her face one last time. Flemeth's heart swelled with pity for the man who once was her husband, and begged Osen to return to Conobar's side with her. But when Flemeth and Osen entered Highever, they were captured by Conobar's men, and Osen was slain in front of Flemeth's eyes. Flemeth was imprisoned in the highest tower of the castle, there to await Conobar's judgment on her. Distraught at the loss of her love, Flemeth plotted revenge against her husband. She summoned a fey demon, intending for it to wreak vengeance on Conobar. But a spell went awry. The demon possessed Flemeth. Turning her into an abomination, the halls of the castle ran red with blood as Flemeth slaughtered Conobar and all his men. The last of Flemeth's humanity melted away, and at dawn, she stole back to the wilds to plot and scheme for 100 years. They say she took to her side many chastened men, and with their help, begat her daughter witches, who even now prowl the dark places of the Kokari wilds.
Ooh. Let's move on. I think it's really nice and important that we stop and take time to talk to our companions. We'll pet a puppy.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
We'll take this crew as our first little crew. And I think we'll start off by going to the caravan.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Really suspicious. Look at that. There's like some crows.
Trap. So simple to see, really.
Ah, auto cutscenes.
The Grey Warden dies here!
Dun dun dun. It was Severin the whole time.
Oh, this is... Cross me and you shall pay.
Oh shit.
I shall do it.
I am your death.
I shall do it. I see.
Begin the onslaught.
I shall do it.
Another battle, I see.
I see.
You will learn to fear me.
Oh, look! My bruises form a pretty pattern.
Lily, what the heck? Alright, well, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've been thinking about this. Do we really need 3 rogues? I don't think we do. So, I think we just go ahead and we just cut them loose. Huh? Huh? Nah.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have some questions.
Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Who hired you?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
That's all I wanted to know.
Then, unless you're quite stuck on cutting my throat or something equally gruesome, perhaps you'd care to hear a proposal.
You tried to kill me.
Unsuccessfully. Besides, someone in your position can't take these things so personally, can you?
Yes, actually, I can.
Ah, well, I suppose fair is indeed fair. What is it to be, then? All I ask is that you don't eat my remains or anything barbaric. I have nightmares about that sort of thing.
Never mind that. I want you to serve me.
But I thought... Are you joking? It's an odd jest, though I'll laugh if you insist.
No joke. I want you to swear an oath.
Well, who am I to go looking gift horses in the mouth?
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan Crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
So be it. I shall do it.
Alright, so we got Zevran in the party now. He's part of the fam. Shit.
Weak.
I tried to be merciful!
As you wish. Very well.
I'm gonna go back to camp. Rest
The
up.
Blight. How will you end it?
Oh, hi, Sten. We have to fight the Archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
Wait, you doubt I'm really a warden?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
I'm not here to impress you.
Evidently not. It remains only to see what you are here for.
Ooh, big, beefy boy Sten. We'll save. We'll go check in with everyone.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Logan will get what's coming to him, I promise you.
No, I know that. That's not what I'm talking about. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. in Denerim.
Have you contacted her? That's wonderful news.
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the Blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to, we could try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
All right.
Here I am.
Care to answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin?
Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
You did quite well, no doubt.
Within the Crows, I did. But it has been something the Crows have devoted a great deal of time to perfecting. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
That sounds like it could be useful.
See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we?
All right, Zev. Liliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell, or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Take out our building policy. Let's go try and save these refugees. Aw, shit. Here we go. What is that? Okay, so we've got 3 there and the big guy there. So I'ma get this guy.
You should run while you can. I never liked this part.
Well, shit.
Begin the onslaught.
As you wish. Stop your drooling and save some dignity, fool.
We're the worst heroes ever. Well, we did our best. We survived, so that's all that matters. Is we won. We won the fight. We'll hang out in camp. Pet the dog.
Here I am.
Can you teach others to be an assassin?
Oh, I certainly could, but I won't.
Oof.
I swore to the crows that the things they taught me were to remain a secret. And while, yes, they are already angry at me, I'd rather not push things, you see.
Very well. I'll respect you.
If you are truly insistent, well, let me think about it. The crows are already angry at me, yes? Who knows?
Ooh, maybe someday. Let's see. I do believe I have some gifts to give.
A fine gift. You have my thanks. Interesting.
I do believe that's it. I don't think anyone else would like that. So
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was your life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace, and in that stillness I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
So I'm not particularly fond of them.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Woohoo, Liliana. Reach out to Alistair.
Something on your mind?
I have some questions.
Of course.
Why did you keep your birthright a secret?
You never asked?
That's a cheap answer.
All right. If you want the full explanation, I'll give it to you. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
How about, by the way, I'm heir to the throne?
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
Why? What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
It doesn't sound stupid at all.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. Oh, I hope he's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do.
Don't worry about it, Alistair. No harm done.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Just gaining little bits of friendship every day. Hi, Morrigan.
I await your command.
So life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
That sounds wonderful.
For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
Flemeth was right, no doubt.
Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Ooh, nice big boosts. Let's see. Ooh, we're warm.
I await your command.
Let's see.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. Still a bit early, I guess. So do a quick save. I don't want to pick up herbalism, but I think I should be able to make potions in camp. Alright, let's take
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
let's do these guys. And let's go check out that battlefield.
Look now.
Ahead.
Trap.
I never liked this part. Right ahead.
Look now.
Oh, you are funny, monster. Watch out!
All right. Right. All right.
Do this little quick savey save. Let's go do this injury.
What is it?
Yes. right.
sometimes a bear shows up here.
Yes.
We automatically assume, like, that one wolf had a lyrium potion, automatically assume it's a shapeshifter. Like Morrigan, one of her sisters from the other daughters. Yep, there's the bear.
You forced our hand!
Yes.
Bear had a lyrium potion
right.
and boots on it. Bear was a shapeshifter. Alright, well, let's head back to Redcliffe. Turn in those quests at the Chantry board.
Blessed are the people.
Well, everybody, I think that about wraps things up for today. We got a lot of side quests completed for the Chanter's board. We got to know our companions a little bit better, presented some gifts, gained some approval. We got Zevran on our side now. And I'm thinking next we go to the Circle of Magi. You know, we go to the mages. Because they're very close. And I don't think we're ready to go to Denerim yet. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna leave Alistair in camp for this one. I think we're gonna have Sten come with us, get to know him a little bit better, see his story. So I think Alistair might just be a little bit not too cool with the mages, you know? But we'll see where things go when we get there. If you want to see more from me, subscribe so you can follow along. Don't forget to like and leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!